Good morning everyone, here from Giza. So today we're going to be finally seeing the pyramids of Giza. That's pretty much the only reason to come to this city. So I did show yesterday that from our balcony you can actually already see the pyramids. So I think that one there is the Great Pyramid, the real famous one. But you can see the other one here that's also absolutely massive. And even see two in the background there. So some really nice views from here. And then at the side it's like a desert. Seems to be some tombs back there as well. And yeah, here in front of our hotels there's just always loads of donkeys, camels, guys getting ready to do the tours, horses. Got a bunch of goats over there as well. And our room's also pretty good, so we paid, what was it, $25?
Yes, $25.
Yeah, and that includes breakfast. We get that awesome view. And yeah, the room is absolutely massive. Kind of seems like we're in some old house, so it's all really spacious. Check that out, the huge wardrobes. Cool designs here. Big mirror. And then in this one we also get a huge bathroom, so that's good as well. And a bathtub. We haven't had a bathtub yet. So we're now gonna walk to the pyramids. We're only about like 6 or 7 minutes away, so pretty close. And yeah, we'll be able to show you a bit of how Giza looks. So as you can see from the balcony here, there's just horses and stuff everywhere. And me and Carol were surprised by how like undeveloped this place is, right? For a big tourist spot.
Yeah. Well, usually when we go to big tourist destinations, there are big hotels and fancy places, fancy restaurants. But here it's very like authentic looking.
Yeah.
It's like this, as you can see.
Yeah, it kind of just seems like we're in some remote village or something. Obviously, since there's so many animals, there's just poop all over the place, and it's kind of impossible to avoid. So yeah, you're gonna be standing in a lot of poop. It's a bit run down actually, isn't it? Like, you got like trash here.
Like trash, and it smells kind of bad because of the poop of the animals.
Yeah. Oh, gotta avoid this one here. So it reminded us a bit of like Taj Mahal in India, because Taj Mahal, obviously the biggest tourist attraction in India, but then the city there called Agra is almost identical to this, like kind of run down. They don't seem to invest any of the money from the tourist attraction in the city right next to it, and yeah, here's pretty much the same. So we actually spent the whole day here yesterday. And yeah, this is pretty much a place just to come for the pyramids, because you don't really want to be walking around here that much. Wow, look at the size of these camels, man. I forgot how big a camel is. So like I was saying, since it's a very touristic spot, as you're walking around, obviously you get hassled quite a lot. Like this guy right here. But yeah, we have noticed that when we're filming, they don't really bother us that much because we're filming. But if we're without the camera, yeah, they just talk to you all the time. So yesterday we weren't visiting any pyramids or anything. We were just trying to go to the restaurant. But yeah, the amount of hassle, right, from like camel riders.
Very annoying, and you have to keep walking and looking straight, because. But even if you do that, they will come to you either way. And like there's all the kind of stuff, like people trying to sell you things, or people come to you and say, oh, do you want help, do you need help, and they will charge for it. But yeah, even if you don't want to talk to anybody, they will come to you either way.
Yeah. Is this one of the entrances, or is this a camel thing? No?
Camel thing, yeah.
Okay, I think this is an entrance if you have like a camel or a horse. So that's it, I'm just gonna walk with my camera like this all the time now. Even with it turned off, I'll just walk around like this.
Just pretending to be filming.
Yeah. So all these here are hotels that you can stay at. You get even better views than ours. I think you said they were around like $50, right?
Yeah, I saw one, like the cheapest one was around $50, but you have more expensive ones as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, we just decided to stay at the most affordable one. That's where we're staying right now.
Yeah, $25. But yeah, if you stay around here, you'll get even better views. All right, so that went pretty smooth. So that's $200 per person to enter. And now we're inside. So last night we ate at this restaurant here, and it was really cool because they had a light show. So you could see like at night the pyramids all lit up. So you can probably see behind me that all these stores are closed, and it's because it's the second day of Ramadan, I think, so a lot of people aren't working. So we're actually going to get this place more relaxed than normal because yeah, there's just nobody really around here working. There's only a few stores open right here. Normally everything would be open. So our first stop right here is Kafri's Valley Temple. Dates back to the reign of Kafri, 2520 to 2494 BC. Man, already look how new the rocks look.
Yeah.
Like the ones we saw in Luxor were way newer than this place, but it looked a lot older than this part anyway.
This one is more well preserved.
Yeah. Look at the size of those blocks as well. Man, how did they move those things? Look at the size of that compared to you.
Yeah. It must be very, very heavy.
Wow, there it is. The Sphinx of Giza. Man, I can't believe it's this empty. I'm in shock. Whenever I saw videos and pictures of this place, there's just millions of people all around.
Yeah, we're also early, so it opened at 9 and it's 9:30 now, so maybe that's why as well.
Yeah, it could be. So they don't know the exact dates, but that apparently was built sometime around the 2500s BC or 2600s, and they think that the face is of the pharaoh Kafri, which is what the temple back here was named after, the king at the time. So they believe that it was him. And the Sphinx is also missing its nose, but they don't know what caused that. It's supposed to have happened after Christ. So you can actually see from here how much they have excavated. So I guess everything would have been this level, right? Where we're stood.
We saw a picture, like a very old picture, probably from, I don't know,
100 years ago or something.
Yeah, or yeah, something like that. And people were like walking here, so the sand was actually covering this part.
Yeah, you could pretty much only just see the head.
Yeah, only the head, and now they've excavated it, and you can see into the bottom of it.
Yeah, the whole lion's body.
So I was just checking online, and this is the Pyramid of Kafri. It was completed in 2570 BC, and it's 136 meters high. So it's very, very high.
Yeah, that's the second tallest one in this complex of Giza. Only behind that one there, the Great Pyramid of Giza. So we're gonna check this one out first. So we mentioned in the first video here in Egypt, we've been using a company called Olafly for our internet, which is a virtual SIM card. So you don't need a physical SIM card when you visit countries. You can set it up before you even arrive in the country. And when you arrive, yeah, you'll have internet pretty much everywhere. And everywhere we've been around Egypt, we've had signal, even on the Nile in remote areas. So yeah, that's just been awesome. And below in the video description, we have a link there to their site, and it also has the discount code Jumping Places. So if you want to use them, you'll be able to get 5% off using that discount code. Yeah, Yeah, so I think a lot of people don't know that the pyramids aren't in some like real deserted location. You have the pyramids here, and then yeah, the city of Giza is right next to it. So I think in the past I thought like it was some real remote place.
No, yeah, it's very close to the city, but I think the other side is desert if you go
that way.
that way.
Yeah, I think heading all the way to like Libya or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this guy wants to sell us a ride. No, thank you.
Like all the people we take the panorama to see the 9 pyramid together.
No, thank you.
Maybe later.
No, thanks. Man, this thing is so insane up close. Absolutely crazy how big it is. So on this one right here, Kafri, at the top you can actually see a little bit of the outside casing. So what you're seeing right now obviously isn't how it was when it was completed. The pyramids that are around right now is more like the core. So this is like the core of the pyramid. There would have been an outer layer on top. I don't think the Great Pyramid has any outer layer at all, right?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
But it's funny because from afar, like from the city, when you look at it, it still seems like very straight.
Yeah, you can't see the steps at all, right?
No.
Yeah, it seems like a perfect flat edge. So here it is, the Great Pyramid of Giza. So that is the oldest pyramid in Giza, and it's also the tallest one. And that was built during the reign of the king, the pharaoh Khufu, and yeah, it was made to be his tomb. So that's where he was buried, within there somewhere. So this is about 138 meters tall now. Apparently when it had its outer casing, its outer layer, it would have been around 146 meters tall. So right now it's just a bit taller than Kafri back there. Man, I can't get over these places.
Yeah, it's just mind-blowing, and as you said, mind-boggling because of the history and everything. Yeah, it's amazing, and it's full of mystery as well, so yeah, it's just crazy.
Yeah, there's still a lot of things they don't know.
They don't know, yeah.
Even the exact dates they don't really know. They just have a good idea of how old it is. So some more crazy information about this place. Apparently it was made by quarrying 2.3 million large blocks. So there are 2.3 million large blocks in this pyramid, just this one right here. And from what I read, it says that it would weigh around 6 million tons in total. And it took around 2 decades, so 20 years to complete. Obviously with that amount of rocks back in those days, well even these days, I'm pretty sure that would take one hell of a long time to do that. Man, this guy went all out for his tomb, right?
Yeah, yeah, it's crazy, but I think at that time it was something very important to have like a magnificent tomb, and this guy decided to build a big pyramid. And
when they completed this ended up being the tallest man-made structure in the world for 3,800 years. It took 3,800 years for someone to build something bigger than that. I think I read that it was something in London. I can write down the structure that ended up being bigger than it.
Bloody British.
Bloody British.
Bloody British.
So you do have these signs that say no climbing, but yeah, I think you can like pay the guards a bit of money and they let you climb on the first few rocks for pictures. Yeah, there's people all over here. Ah, but this is the entrance, isn't it, to go inside?
We'll go inside, but I'm not sure if it's really worth it after we saw all the things in the Valley of the King.
Yeah, so a friend of mine that came here recently, he also mentioned that it's not worth going inside because I don't think there's any like drawings, there's no hieroglyphics, there's not even a tomb. I think you just arrive in a room and it's empty and you have to pay to go in. So yeah, I think if you've already been to like Luxor and you've seen the incredible tombs, you'll be disappointed. And people arguing. We always hear the guides arguing right here in Egypt.
Yeah,
many times.
We've seen it many times. I don't know what they say.
He's like, hey, those were my two foreigners. You stole them from me.
Yeah, maybe something like that.
Not happy, I can tell you that. So it actually looks like there's two entrances. Well, everyone's going into this lower one here, but there is a hole up there as well. So around the main pyramids you also have these other areas here that are kind of like small pyramids. They're like tombs of the family members or the wives.
$1.
No, thank you.
Welcome to Egypt.
Okay, thank you.
This way the intro.
Yeah, we're just walking around.
Okay.
Yeah, so as I was saying, this would be like family members, so like wives, stuff like that. There's different tombs. I think around all the main three pyramids they have these little tombs around them. Yeah, so we need to head to the third main one now, right?
Yes.
Probably about a 20-minute walk on the other side. So even though the Great Pyramid is the main one, this one's our favorite, right?
Yes, I think because of the top.
The tip on the top.
Yeah, the tip on the top.
The tip on the top. Tip top.
Excuse me, got a camel right?
No, thank you.
Maybe later?
No, thanks. So all the pyramids that we've seen in this complex are from a similar time period. It's all around the 2500, 2600 BC. And it was all during the 4th dynasty of Egypt. So a dynasty is basically like a group of king or queens that are from a similar origin. So I don't know if that means like a similar family or a similar region, but yeah, that's what I read. All right, camel guy, number 500.
Okay. Have a good day.
Camel?
No, thank you.
Hello. Maybe later?
No.
No, thank you.
Nice camel here to ride. Thank you.
So this is the Pyramid of Menkaure. Hopefully I said that right. A lot smaller than the other ones. This is around like 60 meters high. Still loving the views of Kafri. Yeah, that is my favorite one. So yeah, just a mini pyramid for this guy. Well, it's still pretty huge, but mini compared to the other ones. Oh, I got another doggo chilling.
Yeah.
He's waggling his tail. He looks happier.
Posing.
Yeah, that is a good shot, doggo. He knows the good angles. So I think this one is a bit more recent, 2490, 2472 BC. So this is showing like the passageways inside to the tombs. They all have different passageways. So we did mention about the hustlers at the beginning of the video, and you're getting just a little bit of a glimpse. I'm not even trying to film them, they just appear while I'm filming. But keep in mind, I only got on film just a few of them. It's way more off camera that keep bothering us. So yeah, it is a problem here in the reviews. It actually ruins the experience for many people. You can see in the reviews, a lot of people say, oh, I wouldn't come back. For me right now, it's not like that bad to the point where I'm not enjoying it. Luxor was a bit like that the first day. Luxor was a lot worse, but that wasn't during Ramadan, so maybe because of Ramadan there's less people around, I don't know. But yeah, it's just annoying. You just have to keep saying no to these guys and they don't leave, and they're trying to arrange with you for tomorrow or later on. Stuff like that, they just don't give up. And I'll say for hustlers, I'm actually finding it worse than India, because in India, once you enter the places like a fortress or Taj Mahal, nobody bothers you inside. They don't let people bother you inside the places. But here, yeah, people still bother you even inside the tourist attraction. So yeah, it is a big problem. They probably should control it, because a lot of people don't come back because of these reasons. If it was a less stressful visit for people, people would want to come back straight away. Like, we're not going to be exactly desperate to come back to these pyramids. We're very happy that we've seen it today, but yeah, because of that, you don't really want to come back again. All right, so this is our last stop in the complex. It's called the Panoramic View. So you're supposed to be able to see all the pyramids. Didn't they say like 9 pyramids or something?
Yeah, but I'm only seeing 4. I don't know where are the others.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know if they just mean the little small ones. But yeah, there's like 1, 2, 3. Some over there. Yeah, I can only see 4. So the camel rides go way deeper into the desert, all the way back there. So apparently there's a part with a better view, a better panoramic view, so we're just walking on. But the pathway now is just in the desert here. There's no proper road. Carol, we're actually lucky that it's so windy, right?
Yeah, it would be crazy hot if there was no wind. So yeah, we better check the temperature and then how the weather is, because walking here with a crazy weather, it's not possible, I don't think.
Yeah, and it's also like kind of misty today, so it's making the sun a bit weaker, so it's easily bearable. We do have water as well. We brought some water, obviously. We're the only foreigners walking around here. It's all people on camel trips, right? Yeah, all the footprints here are camels as well, not people. Yeah, so this is the view that we came for right here. This is easily the best angle, so that's all the main 3 there. Got 3 little ones there. And you can see a few there, so yeah, I guess it is 9 in total. So since it's Ramadan, it's really hard to find places to eat during the day. Yesterday we had to eat at a Pizza Hut, which is right in front of the pyramids. But there's also this restaurant here that is an Egyptian restaurant. It's called Abu Shakra. So this is open still during Ramadan at least. It's like a touristy restaurant. And I got something different this time. This is called lamb mouza. I think that's how you pronounce it. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. You got like rice and some sort of like tomato sauce here. It's really nice. And then just this big piece of lamb right here, fatty piece of lamb. And that was 244 Egyptian pounds. What did you get over there?
The same as usual, the potato tagine, I think it's called. It was 59 Egyptian pounds.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Carol always goes for that. Alright, so let's try out this lamb. Hot. Very good though, very good meat. Try this rice and tomato as well. Oh yeah, really delicious as well. Especially the tomato. Really good sauce.
Is it spicy or
No,
no?
not spicy at all, but yeah, it's just nice with the rice. So I've been making like a wrap with mine. I'm not sure if that's what you're supposed to do. And it turns out the rice at the bottom has this kind of like soggy bread that's really tasty as well. How's your tagine?
Awesome. It's always good here.
Does it always pretty much taste the same?
Yeah, it's a bit spicy, but it's just like the right spiciness. It's not that hot, so it's delicious.
So we are now in Cairo, the capital, our first time here. We just came here to go to this bus station here, Togaman bus station, and we came here because we need to buy a bus ticket to head to a place called Siwa Oasis, and we're going to be heading there tonight. It's like a sleeper bus. So yeah, we just bought the ticket now, and since we're here in Cairo, we're going to check out the famous museum that's here, but we can't walk there, right?
No, it's a bit far. I think we need to take another Uber, and it's gonna be 22 minutes to get there.
Oh yeah? Yeah, and to get here to Cairo, it already took like, what, 40 minutes?
Yeah, because the traffic is
yeah, the traffic's crazy, like.
Yeah.
Beep, 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 beep.
Yeah, I even took a nap.
Yeah, you did.
Taxi.
So that was a good thing for Carol. It's like one big market area almost, right?
Yeah, at least at this part.
Yeah. Been driving around for like 10 minutes. And it's just shops everywhere. So that was one big fail. It turns out that the museum closes at 3, just like the pyramids, because of Ramadan. Normally it would be 5. So yeah, I think we're just gonna have to head back to Giza now. That was our little glimpse of Cairo.
Yeah. I wanted to see this museum because there are many mummies, but I guess we cannot see it today.
Yeah, not today. So we decided to stick around in Cairo a bit longer since we came all the way here. And we come to another spot. Took about 30 minutes in the Uber. It's not even far from where we were, but literally the traffic in some areas doesn't move at all. So this part right here, it's a famous square called Tahrir Square. So that's the square right there in the middle. Apparently there's been loads of like historic protests here, including the revolution in 2011. And we came here mainly to see the River Nile though. There's supposed to be an old bridge around here somewhere. Do you know where we're going?
No, that way.
That way?
Yeah, there's also the other museum. I think that's the main one, I'd say, but people usually prefer the one that we try to go.
Because of the mummies?
Yeah.
So this is the bridge that we wanted to come to. I don't really know how you pronounce it, Quasar, El Nile Bridge or something like that. Definitely said that wrong. Even here we already got hustled, like 2 guys already. One guy said I'm walking like an Egyptian, which is the cheesy line that they all seem to use. They shouldn't even use that line, because once they say that, you already know they're like a hustler trying to sell you stuff. And this other guy said about a boat tour or something right here. So yeah, there is just no escaping these people. But check how cool this looks. Super wide here, the River Nile. And I think from what we saw on Google Maps, this is an island, right? In the middle of the Nile.
It is.
Yeah. Yeah, so the Nile goes like on this side and then on the other side too. we've come to this little cafe now. It's kind of dark in here, hopefully you can see me properly. And yeah, we've come here because we kind of need to kill time. So that's the problem when you're traveling at night on a train or a bus. If it's really late at night, you've just got to be out in the street pretty much the whole day, because we checked out of our hotel this morning. We were able to keep our bags there though, but yeah, we've got to kind of wait until 10:30, and we're both tired, but there's nowhere we can go really, so yeah, just hang around in this cafe. So I just got a coffee to wake up, pretty big coffee. Carol got the hibiscus tea once again. Almost healthy, but she got a Coke.
For later on.
For later on. Yeah, I might get a hibiscus tea after this coffee. Hopefully it wakes me up. It's a pretty nice cafe where we're at now. I think it's part of a hotel that's here on the Nile. Pretty good location as well. Catalonia, that's the name. So we went to the bus station, but there was no restaurants open at all. It seemed like they was renovating the place. So outside we just came to this spot here. It's like some alleyway, like a local alleyway, people drinking tea. And we're just getting some food here. So I'm getting like a meat sandwich, and I think that's around 10 Egyptian pounds. And Carol's getting fries for 5 Egyptian pounds.
Yeah. And what is he getting?
I don't know, he thinks he's getting something. So we're back at the bus station now. So this is what I got for the £10. Got some ketchup in their sandwich. And it's funny because Carol ordered fries, but it's a fries sandwich. Never seen that before.
No. Well, it looks good.
Yeah, so that's finally us showing how affordable food can be, right? Because we're always in like touristy restaurants.
Yeah.
But if you eat street food in a local spot.
Yeah, and I think the guy just charged us the right price. Yeah, I think it's very affordable.
Yep. So that's gonna be it for this video. We've just gotta wait about 2 hours now until the bus gets here, and our next video will be from Siwa. We did see something cool when we was heading back to Giza from Cairo. So since it's Ramadan, people can start eating at around 6 p.m. at sunset time. So when we were driving back, there's loads of people in the street offering free drinks and free food to all the cars passing by. So yeah, just many people were doing that. Just a nice thing to see, like how they were sharing things. Hadn't really seen anything like that before. I guess that's one of the important meanings of Ramadan as well, that kind of thing. So if you like this video, just drop a like to support us as usual. Follow us on Instagram. Subscribe to this channel if you like to see more videos like this one. And we'll see you in the next video.